is Britta Reber, and today I'm going to go over the do's and don'ts of how to be a cabana server successfully at Cowabunga Bay, Las Vegas. When you first come in the morning, it's important that you must clock in, as this is how you get paid. There are two places you must clock into. First is our sign-in sheet. This is what a sign-in sheet will look like. You will write what time you come in, and then it is important you visit this sign-in sheet throughout the day, as you will also be using it to keep track of your 10-minute break, your 30-minute break, the time you leave, and you also must sign out with your signature on the sign-in sheet every day. You also must complete these steps using our iPad to clock in and out. If you are an opener, today we'll be going over what the opening expectations are. As an opener, we need to make sure all areas of the cabanas are clean. This is a very important step to ensuring that our guests have the best day possible. The signs on the cabana should be turned to if they are available or reserved, and then you will go and grab the menus and napkins from the kiosk station and put them on all the cabanas. Please make sure that the menus are clean and that the napkins are restocked. You will want the lounge chairs to be set up in an upright position like this. You'll be double checking the coolers, make sure that there are no trash or water left in from the day before. And then you want to make sure that if you are opening the VIP cabanas, that there are 6 waters in the VIP fridges. We also need to make sure we are pulling out the safes so that they are in the sun every day as they are solar charged. Other opening tasks include opening the bar, putting ice in the kiosk soda machine, and lastly, putting carts in the cabana check-in area. Every morning, we will be having a morning meeting at 10:50 in the morning. This means all cabana servers need to be in the cabana check-in area by 10:50. In our morning meeting, we'll go over what the day is going to look like, as well as have any important announcements. This is when we will also start to helping check people into cabanas and doing walkbacks. It's very important that we are up here to help with walkbacks and checking guests in, as this can often be a very chaotic time, and the more hands there are to help, the more smoothly the system goes, and it gets our guests into their cabanas quicker. As for walkbacks, when you are walking someone back, you need to radio the server. You also must radio the server once you walk the guest back to their cabana. If you walk someone back, you must grab the reserved or available sign from the cabana and take it back to the kiosk area. If you hear that your cabana or lounge chair has been walked back, you also must copy it. That way, the person walking your cabana back knows that you heard them. It is very important that you know the cabana and lounge chair numbers. If you are ever unsure of a cabana or lounge chair number and you are doing a walkback, please radio for a supervisor like myself or Sammy. It is very important to know the numbers because we do not want any guest walked back to the incorrect cabana or lounge chair, as this can often create confusion and make the day more chaotic. The cabana numbers are VIP 1 through 12, Wave Pool 13 through 18, Kids Cove 25 through 30. As for lounge chairs, our Lazy River lounge chairs will be numbers 1 through 3, our Wave Pool lounge chairs will be 4 through 8, and our Kids Cove lounge chairs will be 9 through 16. If you ever are unsure of where a cabana is and you can't get a hold of a supervisor, you can also go up to the cabana check-in area where you will find a map like this, which has all the cabana numbers and lounge chair numbers as well. After you clock in for your shift, it's very important that you go and grab a radio. You want to make sure you have a radio on yourself at all times throughout the day so people are able to get a hold of you, especially your supervisors. It's important to get your radio early in the morning as we often run out. If you have a radio on you, you also need to be practicing radio etiquette. Radio etiquette means when you need to talk on the radio, there should be absolutely no one else talking. We also want to keep messages short and sweet. If you need to have a longer conversation with somebody, please radio them and see if there's a location you can meet at where you can have the longer conversation. If someone isn't answering, you don't want to repeatedly radio them. Instead, call for a lead or supervisor like myself, and I can help you get a hold of the person. It's also important that we know the radio codes and radio channels. The cabana radio channel will always be channel 6. At the end of the day, it's important that we plug in our radios. This is because, as mentioned before, we have limited radios, and if in the morning we have any that are dead because they weren't able to charge the night before, this can create issues. Here's a picture of what a radio will look like if it is charging. You can see that there is a little orange light which indicates the radio is charging versus this radio which doesn't have a light. This means that the radio is not plugged in properly and will not charge throughout the night. When it comes to closing a cabana, it is very important to clean them. Guests pay top dollar for a cabana, so we want to make sure that we're giving them the best experience we can, and this will also help the servers prepare for the next day. When you are closing a cabana, you will want to make sure to put your napkins and menus in the back of kiosks. It is important that you have any empty or low napkin holders to refill them and wipe down any menus if they are gross. You also need to make sure that you put the signs back on your table, or if you have a lounge chair, you will put them on the lounge chair cooler. The furniture should be neatly arranged in the cabana. You also want to make sure that your tables and coolers are wiped down thoroughly. If your table has a tablecloth on it and it is stained, ripped, or dirty, you can go ahead and replace it with a new one. We also want to make sure we are checking our coolers and dumping out any trash or ice that was left throughout the day. If your cooler is especially dirty, you can take it to the dish area where you are able to wash it. If the floor is stained, please let a supervisor like myself or Sammy know, because we have an AM washdown team who in the morning can come and pressure wash your cabana. Some areas that are often missed when servers are cleaning their cabanas at the end of their night is the VIP fridges and the coolers and safes. If you have the VIP cabanas, please make sure you are properly cleaning the fridges as they are brand new this season. This means there should be no trash left in them at the end of the day. You also want to make sure you are wiping them down, and every Sunday they will be scrubbed and cleaned. As for cabana coolers and safes, these need to be fully scrubbed down every day. We also want to make sure that we are lifting up the lid as pictured here. This is because under the lid is where a lot of dirt tends to build up. So we really want to make sure we're scrubbing that area as there is no excess dirt buildup to be found. There also should be no visible stains, crumbs, or sticky residue on your safe or cooler. So, how do callouts and scheduling work at Cowabunga Bay? As for our schedules, if you do not want to be scheduled on certain days, please put your unavailability or your availability in our workforce app. If you have a problem with your schedule, you can always privately talk to a supervisor like me or Sammy. And if you are looking to take time off, you must schedule this time off at least 2 weeks in advance. But as soon as you know of a day you might need off, please put it in the workforce app as soon as possible. If you need to call out of a shift, make sure that you are only reaching out to our manager, Mary. This should not be done over text or email. This should be done in the workforce app. You should never text a supervisor or a lead like me or Sammy if you need to call out. If you are also running late, please make sure to reach out to Mary in the workforce app. If you fail to contact Mary, you will also be put down as a no-call, no-show, which will result in 15 penalty points. Phones. So, when can you be on your phone at Cowabunga Bay? The correct answer is on your break. No phone should be out at work when you are on the clock. You also should not make any posts in your Cowabunga Bay uniform on social media. If you are caught on your phone at any time during work, this can be grounds for automatic termination. As mentioned previously, you guys do get a 30-minute break, which is unpaid, and 2 10-minute breaks every day if you are working a shift, which is 6 hours or over. If your shift is less than 6 hours, you do get 1 paid 15-minute break. When you are going on break, please check out with a supervisor like me, and you also must tell your cabanas that you are going on break so that they know where you are and they are not looking for you or confused. Points. If you fail to follow any rules, you can get points. These includes calling in with no cover, a no-call, no-show, being late, failure to clock in or out, inappropriate uniform appearance, wandering the park, customer complaints, and insubordination. If you receive too many points, your first offense will be a verbal warning. Your second offense will be a write-up. 30 points results in automatic termination. If you do have some points, though, do not worry, as points can be removed through good behavior and guest compliments. Server expectations. If it is your first season at Cowabunga Bay, you will most likely either be a food runner or a lounge chair server. Our Waveful cabanas, Kids Cove cabanas, and VIP cabanas usually go to servers with seniority. However, If it is your first season, there is still opportunity for you to serve cabanas. For cabana servers, we are looking for people who are confident in delivering high quality service and that they are dependable and professional. If you want to be able to serve cabanas, and this goes for anyone, whether it's your first season, second, or third, please make sure that you're on time, you have a strong work ethic, you're a problem solver, you don't ask to leave early every shift, and you complete your opening and closing tasks. You also must have a can-do attitude, be intentional, and always check out with a supervisor like myself. Me and Sammy, as your supervisors, are here to help. I understand that this job can get overwhelming, so if you ever need any help or there's something we can do to make your lives easier, please reach out. But I know if you follow these tips and tricks, as mentioned in this presentation, you will be able to have a very successful season serving at Cowboy Bay, Las Vegas. Thank you.